says Ezekiel 3:8. It says, "Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. As an adamant harder than flint, have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house."
That's right, man. So, basically, that's talking about that guy that just was up here, man. You know, he basically he's an effeminate ass guy, man. But he's talking about your message, and a lot of them niggas that believe in the whole Islam thing, in the Christian faith and all that, you know, they're effeminate, man. They're out here, you know. Their whole purpose is to try to stroke people's egos. Man. We ain't out here doing that, man. We always speaking the truth, man. You know. So just because I'm looking, my face might be, you might think I'm mean mugging you, but you hear the words that's coming out of my mouth, and it's the truth. You're supposed to take heed to that, man. All right. The Lord wasn't no soft dude, man. All right, he wasn't out here speaking soft like, yo, please come and listen to my message. No, man. And the only way to tell somebody when they going off is to tell them straight up. It ain't no nice way to tell nobody they fucking up, man. All right? You're going to get offended one way or the other, man. And it's our job to come out here and tell you where you're going off at. All right? We ain't out here trying to be trying to reach the masses and want everybody to come in and join us. No, because this message ain't for everybody right now. It's only for a selective few that the Lord chose, man, from the beginning time, man. Go ahead, Al.
It's Matthew chapter 7, verse 28. "And it came to pass, when Yahushua had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine. For he taught them as one having authority, and not as a scribe."
That's right. So he taught us one having authority, man. So having authority, that means you sit there and you tell, you're not asking nobody nothing. If you got authority, you laying down the laws, man. You laying down the rules, man. You're not sitting there like, oh man, listen, guy, can you listen to what I'm saying to you? You're not doing none of that. Because if you're a soft dude in this truth, man, or you soft, people going to run right over you, man. They're going to roll right over you. They're not going to listen to nothing you have to say. All right? And then, first of all, it said the Lord Yahushua is his name. All right, his father's name is Yahweh. But it said he taught as one having authority. All right, which Yahushua was the first spirit ever created, man. That's why he came back and teaching the way he did, man. All right, because that was his spirit. But the Pharisees, they didn't understand what Yahushua understood, man. Because Yahushua is the only spirit that ever came back in the flesh here that didn't have to be taught the law, statutes, and commandments and be able to break it down the way he did, man. All right? All them other scribes and Pharisees, they had to be taught what they learned. All right? But Yahushua came with the doctrine, the same doctrine that we out here teaching you now, man. But you got these, and it seems like it's a lot of you niggas that want to be Muslims, man. Or you dudes that want to be Christians, man. You get real emotional, man, when you hear the truth. Why? Because you know you off, man. You praying to a goddamn stone. All right? And then, if you're a Christian, you worship in the image of what they call to be Jesus Christ, which is a so-called white man's image, man, which is Caesar Borgia. Which is biblically incorrect. You got dudes that go to church for 30 years, man, and still don't even get the image right. Which I'm surprisingly, when me and the brother leave camp, we walk up the street. I believe it was last week or the week before. It's a church up there, and they actually had the image right. But then they still had, within the image, they still had like them little Illuminati signs and all that, man. to let them know, yeah, we know the image, but we still down with y'all because we need y'all money. You know?
This is Acts chapter 14, verse 3. It said, long time therefore abode they, speaking boldly in the Lord, which gave testimony unto the word of his grace, and granted signs and wonders to be done by their hands. It's Acts 14 and 3. It said, long time therefore abode they, speaking boldly in the Lord, which gave testimony unto the word, which gave testimony unto the word of his grace, and granted signs and wonders to be done by their hands.
That's right, man. So boldly we speak, man. All right, boldly, and you see the signs, man, happening, man. All right, like right now, yo, America, right now, is go ahead, grab it. But America right now, man, is basically at war. America is done. But you still, like, I work at a bar or whatever during the week or whatever, and then you go in there, man, you got these people partying and joking, you know, like this country's about to last forever, man. You know, like the debt is not outrageous, man. They act like all these other countries that surrounding America is not mad at them, like they don't got nuclear missiles, man. All right. You people are delusional, man. You living in the Matrix. Yeah, America has missiles. That's no doubt. And America's going to get their missiles off. But you have surrounding countries, which compared to the rest of this earth, man, America's small, man. Compared to the USSR, America is small. And that's only one place that has missiles. That's on the level, and they're above America on the level of missiles, man. And they sitting there, and President Trump is playing you niggas like idiots, man. He's playing you. Because first of all, when he went into office, all right, he's talking about he wasn't going to do this. You know? He was going to bomb this place, bomb that place. But the first place he went on his tour was over there in Afghanistan, man. And he's selling them American arms. He's selling them American arms, man. Which basically they've been doing that, but he's just putting it like, man, so what? I'm gonna do it. It ain't no secret no more, man. All right, it ain't no secret.
It's 2 Corinthians 11 and 6. It says, but though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been duly made manifest among you in all things.
That's right, man. So though we be rude in speech, matter of fact, my brother Sean, look that word rude up. It said though we be rude in speech, man. And you can take it for face value and be like, yo, the way we talk, we talk ignorantly. Or we talk disrespectfully, which we ain't talking disrespectful. All right? Because first of all, people don't understand the meaning of words, man. All right? This dude was talking about curses and all that, man. Well, this is before we even cut the camera on, man. This fucking wicked ass nigga came here talking about curses and all that. But she was trying to flip words and play around with words. Which this nigga don't even understand the meaning of words, man. Alright? Because we be rude and speak, but not in knowledge, man. So we sitting here telling you with the whole knowledge of what we know, you know, which we know is the truth. Why? Because we research it, and we bring the information out for the people, man. And just because of the way we bring the message, some dudes get soft, man. Like, damn, why they talking like that? That's something a fucking bitch would do, man. Alright? We men. Like I said, we ain't out here stroking egos and none of that.
This comes from the Greek word 4, it says in the New Testament, an unlearned, illiterate man as opposed to the learned and educated, one who is unskilled in any art.
That's right. So that's talking about right there, because you have a dude that might go to college, all right, or a dude that has all these degrees, or a guy that's supposed to be well skilled in something that he learned, opposed to a dude well, matter of fact, the guy that you know that learned all these things, you know that about him. But then you see guys like us come out here and we holding the Bible and we out here teaching out the scriptures, and we teach the scriptures the correct way and right. But you'll get a dude that went to a Bible college and you'll listen to him. That's being rude, man. Because you think we don't know what we're speaking about, man. All right? Which this message has been sent down, man. Like when I was a kid, I used to go to church, man. I ain't learned shit. All right? I ain't learned shit, so I came into this truth, man. You know? Because first of all, in the church, they don't even read scriptures, man. Because nine times out of 10, them churches is under the 501c3 charter, which they're not allowed to speak out against the government, man. All right? That's a non-profit organization. So they get some type of funding from the government. That's why you have different daycares in churches and things of that nature. And if they speak out against the government, then they don't get them perks. All right, they don't get those. That's why them dudes, you know, you go to church, they teach that same doctrine, and they're teaching that same doctrine that goes back to when we were physically in slavery. We're still in slavery mentally, but when we was on them cotton fields picking them cottons, all right, that's where that doctrine goes back to, man. Because as a matter of fact, it was illegal for a so-called Negro to pick up a book and read, man. And if you picked up the Bible and read it, they'd put you to death, man. Why? Because they're scared of us coming back into remembrance of who we are. They know that we're the Israelites that the Bible speaks about, man. They know that. That's why these crackers right now, they scared to death because this information is coming out. And they hit it. If you look at that movie, Nat Turner, man, and then not even just that one, you look at 12 Years a Slave, all right? The way them crackers try to twist up the Bible, man, and try to turn it against us when it's a book for us, man. All right? This Bible was written for us, and it's a history book. This Bible is a history book, and it condemns you goddamn crackers, man. Which all y'all crackers is going into slavery anyway, man. According to the Bible.
It's Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 3. It says, "Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not."
That's right, man. It says, call on the Lord, man. He shall answer you, man. And he shall show you great and mighty things.
Jeremiah 33 and 3. It says, "Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not."
That's right. So he said he's going to show you great and mighty things which you know not. And what's that? When Yahweh Shai was walking the earth, what did he do, man? He did a lot of miracles. All right? He did a lot of miracles. And he told us that we was going to be able to do that plus more. He said we was going to be able to do that plus more. So if we call on him, he answers. He shows us these things, man. He shows us this. What's one of the major ways of showing us through the scriptures, man? To open up your mind to be able to get the knowledge of the scriptures. Because he's showing us these crackers going into slavery, man. He's showing us through the scriptures that we're going to have spiritual powers. You don't see that right now, man. And right now, these crackers be wearing us down, man. They did it physically, now it's mentally. And they still doing it physically. All right, they still doing it physically. Because mentally, y'all niggas is all jacked up, man. You women walk around with this damn hair from another woman in your head. And you wonder why these women is bugged out their mind, man. There's different spirits on them hairs, man. That ain't the spirit of no Jake, man. And furthermore, that's another form of witchcraft too, though. And it's a form of a curse too. Because the Lord told us that in Deuteronomy, man. 28th chapter. About the curses.
So Jeremiah 33:6. It says, behold, I will bring it health and cure, and I will cure them, and will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth.
That's right. What's the book? Salat. Read that one more time. Salat.
Jeremiah 33:6. Behold, I will bring it health and cure, and I will cure them, and will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth. Yeah, it says, behold, I will heal and cure. So there's going to come a time when the Most High, all these curses that were put upon our people, the Most High is going to come back and restore Israel again in the kingdom, all right? It's not going to happen now. It's going to happen in the future, because basically our people, the wicked of our people, the people that don't come back to the Most High, that they don't seek his face right now, like the scripture I just read, it says, call upon me. And who's that talking about? Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. If you don't come back to those names, and you're still referring to the power by the name Allah, Buddha, etc., etc., he's not going to hear your voice. He's not going to hear your prayers when he brings his judgment upon this place. So that's why it's important to know the correct names of the Most High and his son.
That's right.
Because in order to be Yahweh Shai, who is our deliverer, which, we were talking about earlier, it's not the name Jesus. That's not that, when you say Jesus, you're talking about this guy right here. This guy, Cesare Borgia. You're talking, that's Jesus, And our this is the correct image right here of our Yahweh Shai. So there's a difference, all right? So you got to know the correct name. So and Yahweh Shai is our mediator. That's who we have to go through. That's why we say Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, coming in the name, the Most High coming in the name of his son, all right? Because his son is the mediator, all right? Because in the ancient times, we are under one covenant, which was the law, the 613 laws, statutes, and commandments. So by us breaking those laws, our forefathers breaking those laws, we were put under the curses. All right, and the curses was us being put under the subjection of our enemies. The curses was not knowing who our powers is. The curses was our women being out of order, our men being out of order, our children being out of order. Us being called by all these bywords that guy earlier was referring to. Which eventually, dudes like that, they're gonna be basically done away with, because they're not gonna get it. Like the scriptures say, basically there's gonna be men who are gonna be wicked, and not the truth isn't gonna be revealed unto them. And then there's gonna be men that can receive the truth and they're going to be delivered, Lord willing.
Well,
If they're part of the elect.
well, to back up what the brother said, man, when the name is very important, man. All right, so if you grow up in the church and all that, like I was, you're going to when you hear the name Jesus, you're not going to think of a so-called black man. All right, you're going to think of that image that we just showed you, which is a cracker, man. Which his name is Caesar Borgia. That's the image that's going to be in your mind. So when you're going to pray and all that, and you're in church, you're talking about Jesus, 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 you're praying to that white image, man. Which is not even white, they're red. All right? So you're praying to that Edomite image, man. All right? Now when you say Yahweh Shah, think of that image, man. Which, matter of fact, this is the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and 13. So you know, all right, we just going to get right to the color real fast, man. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and 13. It says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. So he had a garment like this, right, going down to the foot, man. But his garment was more magnified, man. Why? Because that's Yahweh Shah, man. That's Yahweh's son, the first spirit ever created. All right, and he had it says in the girt about the paps with a golden girdle. That's talking about his belt, man. It was golden, man. All right, wrapped around. It was a golden belt. Like these niggas now, they buy these Gucci, Fendi, and all them corny ass belts. All right. Wow, Yahweh Shah had a belt way more greater than that, man. All right. It says his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. And his eyes was a flame of fire, man. All right. So his hair and his hairs are white like wool, man. So you put the image up of that cracker, okay? That his hair don't look like wool, man. That's stringy hair. The only people on the face of this planet that have woolly hair are you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right? You're only ones capable of having that kind of hair. So if you go to church and you see that image up, obviously you don't read. That's why it says in the scriptures, man. Blessed is them that read it, man. All right? It says, and his eyes is like a flame of fire, right? Why? Because he's mad as hell, man. He's furious. Why? Because you put up images like that cracker. For one, you call them all different types of names. All right? You ain't calling them by his real name. And for the other reason, because you crackers got us in slavery right now. But it ain't because you crackers own willing. All right? Why? It's because the Lord put us in this situation, man. Because we were made stronger than y'all, man. All right? Reason why we in this situation now, because we turn our back on the Lord, man. It says, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters, man. So when the Lord talk, he ain't talk like no sucker. All right? He wasn't out here talking like, oh, yo, guys, listen to what I'm saying. All right? That's why I say lift up your voice like a trumpet, man. So when we come out here, we speak the way we speak. All right? And if your feet is like fine brass, if it was burning in a furnace, it's going to look like this, man. So if your feet look like that, what's the rest of your body going to look like? You can't have no black feet and a white face, man. That's unrealistic. All right, it says, man, that was it. That was just the point on that, man. All right? The Lord ain't look like you damn crackers, man. And first of all, matter of fact, if you look at old, like growing up, man, you watch movies, Jesus of Nazareth, the greatest story ever told. Any old movie that you watch from back in that time, These crackers always put their images on everything. Matter of fact, get the book of Job 9 and 24, Baba Kashan. Because they put their images on everything, man. All right? And why do they do that? Why? Because for one, the earth was given to y'all right now, man. Only for a time period. All right? The Lord gave it to you just for now, man. Why? Because he hates you and she wants to show his judgment on you. The Lord wants to show his judgment on you, man. Go ahead,
This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
That's right. So the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So who is the wicked, man? Who is running the earth, man? All right? That's not even hard to figure out. Who's running the earth right now? You goddamn crackers, man. Matter of fact, you crackers, y'all, yeah, you run the earth. All right? These fucking goops and all them other different nations, them dot heads and all that. All right? They don't run nothing. They're underneath the so-called white man. Why? Because the so-called white man, his whole thing is to wear a suit and tie. All right? If you want to go to a job interview, you got to dress like a fucking cracker. Throwing a goddamn tie. Even the fucking cops. In their uniform, they got to wear a tie. With your tie number to dick around your throat, man. And that's how much a freak Esau is, man.
So Job chapter 20, verse 4. It says, Know thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
That's right, man. The triumphant. Slop. Read that one more time.
So Job 20, verse 4. It says, Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
That's right. The triumphant of the wicked is short, man. All right. So even like if you look at right now, what's that? 500 years, right? We've been in slavery. Not even that long, man. On the cotton fields, you talk about the 1800s, 1700s, and before that, until now it's what, 2017, right? That's for a short time, man. That's for a short time. Because when we come back into power, that's forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. All right? It ain't going to stop. So this little bit of stuff that our people are going through right now, that's nothing, man. That's a short time. Like you might live, like right now, I ain't going to tell you my age, but I'm getting up there. But like if I look back when I was a child and now I'm like, damn, that time went by fast. It's like a blink in the eye, man. And the scriptures that tell you that 1,000 years is one day of the Lord, man. 1,000 years. So you figure, like I said before, like 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, even 100 years if you live to be that old, man. That's nothing, man. That's no time at all, man. So that little 500 years, however long we've been in slavery and all that, that's like that's nothing, man.